Hello and welcome to furryearsworld, where we are back on Sky Thing Factory 2 Jobbing Bob. I completely forgot where we were there for a minute. That can't be good. We've got some dirt. We've got to put some dirt down. I've been doing a bit of grinding, a little bit of grinding, just a tad bit of grinding. The grass bank is coming along nicely. I think you'll agree. That's starting to look a little bit splendid. We'll have a farm out there somewhere when we've done all of that. We're going to need a lot more dirt though. We don't have a lot more dirt. But we are actually going to need a lot more dirt. It's not a problem. I think we've got plenty of iron at the moment, so we can make some shears and get on with the job. But at the moment, we have no means to populate the dirt thing. So we probably hopper that up at some point and do some stuff around that. How's this looking? The crucible. That's got 4 buckets of lava in it, but no cobble. So we could do with throwing some more cobble in there, if we can find some. I wonder if we've got any cobble in our barrel. Oh, look, it's full! A miracle has happened. A miracle, I tells you. I'd like to build another smeltery. I was thinking, what I'd really like to do right now, right this second, is build another smeltery, but I'm not going to. I'm literally not going to. We've got some ores and stuff. I've been looking at the autonomous activator. I don't know in this version whether it needs power or not. I know in Agrarian Skies 2 it did need power. I don't know whether it needs power in this one or not. So we're gonna have a look at this bad boy, I think. So we need to make a piston. We need to make this thing, which shouldn't be a problem. I think we've got, excuse me, 2 gold ready to go here. So that should be okay. The fact that it's got this in it implies to me that it now needs power. That's the implication I'm reading from it having that in there. A piston is like wood and stone and stuff. That shouldn't be a problem. I think that's all the ingredients we need to make a piston. Bish, bash, bosh. No, I'm missing something. Ah, redstone. Missing redstone again. Don't want to burn through all my redstone. I could easily do that. Quite easily. We got a piston. Nice job. So 2 tin gears. Tin could be a problem. We've got 15 powdered tin here, which is going to make us 3, which will make us 6, and we need 8. We got another one there, so that's fine. That will do. I did try hammering the tin ore down to turn it into tin dust, but it just proved massively inefficient for me, so I gave up on that game. I just walked away from it. I smiled politely and said, thanks, but, you know, I've got better things to do with my time than that. That's not something I need to do with my time. Let's get a bit more lava out of our crucible of flaming joy there. Well, actually, now we've taken that out, we might be able to get a little bit more cobble in there. You never know. Nah, not really. Nah, not really, say. I was only kidding with you. We can't get any more cobble in there. It's ridiculous, farcical idea. Stupid plan. I don't know why I suggested it. So we're just melting down our tin ore, which should make us 8 ingots of the finest tin. And then we're going to need a chest, which is literally not a problem. We could just do, well, we kind of muffed it up a little bit, but there you go. And that will make us, generally, I think, everything we need. Let's get 2 iron ingots out. We'll make down some more iron soon. We will go all out and we will melt down a little bit more iron, because we're probably going to need some. We've got quite a bit. We've done a bit of grinding, so that's not a problem. That's generally not a problem. Oh, look at that. 8 ingots of tin. 1. Ha ha ha. 2. Ha ha ha. It's not a fast process. Don't get me wrong. Again, we need hoppers to make this process work better, swifter, more reliable, accurate. Or yeah, hoppers I think is the way forward. I don't know whether you agree or disagree, or you can just item duct out of these, can't you? I think. But again, with item ducting, you need the tin, and the tin is just mercilessly not rapidly occurring. I don't know why. That and copper seem to be like really stingy, and that's a lot of reallys. Oh, I can make tin shears. Let's not. There we go. Autonomous activator. Now if we pop this bad boy sort of like approximate to this thing, which is going to be in the way, isn't it? Literally, it's literally going to be in the way. We might have to extend our downstairs a little bit to accommodate additional functionality, I'm thinking. Additional functionality in our downstairs regions. Which way do we want it? We'll go under the tree farm, I think. I'm thinking under the tree farm for a little bit of expansion. Like this. Nice. I like it. I like it. Simple, effective, and robust. Kind of like the trees, really. Kind of like all the trees. Simple, effective, and robust. And woody as well. You could go with woody on the trees. That might be a thing you could legitimately get away with saying. Just want to watch the corners on these bad boys, just in case, you know. Stepping up, stepping down. Dodgy, dodgy, fall, death, cry, scream like a babby. It's all worth avoiding in so many ways. The whole scream like a babby thing, people don't appreciate it. Not as much as they used to. We ran out of slabs. We literally ran out of slabs. But that's okay. I think we got a reasonable size area down here. So we're just going to pop this bad boy down. And this now has no power, and it needs power. We've learned a valuable lesson there. We need to power this up. I think generator, lava generator. A block of iron, which we could do. 5 gold. Which we might not be able to do. 5 gold. We've got 1 gold in there. 3 powdered gold dust. 7 gold there. That's not going to be enough gold, is it? So we can't make the lava generator right now. That's a bit of a blow. I've got to be honest with you. That has been a bit of a blow. The autonomous activator, I was kind of hoping would be sort of like a reasonable block, and I was kind of hoping they'd be like maybe a little squirrely around the power you needed for it. But no, they weren't. They were solid in demand for the power that the thing needs. So that's kind of messed us up a little bit. That's okay. We'll get there. We will get there. We will achieve the Zen-like state of Zen-like statedness. But maybe we can do the Invar thing. That's a possibility. It's not impossible. Ooh. More armor for me. And a mundane belt. Ooh, and another bag. Nice. You know I love those bags. A division sigil. Inactive. Bit of a pain, but never mind. Silicon press. We've got a silicon press. I'm fairly sure we've got a silicon press. Yeah, we got a silicon press. We now have 2 silicon presses, so that's nice. Seeds, can they go? Is there going to be room in here? We've got loads of ender pearls now. Literally snying with ender pearls. Let's take those out of there, throw those in there, that in there, that in there, that in there. The rotten flesh. We kind of need a waste disposal system for things like rotten flesh and the like. We have no means to spawn spiders in right now. This is a thing that we can't do. There we go. That's quite a collection of crap in there, to be fair. Right, let's see what we can do for Invar. We've got 3 broken nickel, which is just garbage. But in here we've got 10 powdered nickel, which... Shoot, it's not going to be enough, is it? We just haven't got the materials we need. But we'll try. We'll keep 2 of them back, and we'll take... Iron. There we go. It doesn't matter if we don't convert all the iron. As long as we've got it in the smeltery, we're going to get 32 ingots of iron out of the bad boy, and that's basically I think a little bit of progress just right then, right there. We can't fit it all in, so let's pop that out, pop that in, and that in. There we go. Let's see what we get for that. Let's see what we get for our money there. I mean, there's going to be 3 too many irons in there, but that's okay. That's okay. So I think our focus is going to have to be head for the magmatic dynamo. I mean, it's a lot of Invar. It is a lot of Invar. Caps lock's on again. Dynamo. It is, let me see, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 Invar. And a silver, but I think we'll be okay for silver. I hope we'll be okay for silver. Lead, powdered nickel, platinum, copper, tin, Silver, yes. We would be okay for silver should the need arise, should we make some success here. Which, you know, I'm not holding my breath for. Look at the pattern it makes. It's a pretty pattern. Oh, something's happening. Something's happening. Something be happening in there. What's happening in there? Molten nickel. Nice. Nice. Just need the iron to melt now. You can have those two back. You might as well chew on them while you're at it. And then we can chuck that last 7 in as well. And, you know, everything's going to be success, sweetness, light, cherubs. So we need 11. 11 invar. I don't think we're going to get 11 invar out of this process. But we're pushing towards goals. We got... Holy crap, we got 12. You wouldn't Adam and Eve it, would you? You literally wouldn't Adam and Eve it. We got 12 ingots out of that. So we can pour a 9 and a 10. Cool. 11. We'll let that basin fill up before we do anything else. Because we don't want to screw it up at this stage. This would be bad if we messed up the whole invar process at this stage. That would be tumultuously awful thing to achieve. Terrible, terrible, terrible things. So if we craft that, we'll get back to our 12 invar. Then we can use 2 of them to make our invar gears. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Which it wants. 2 invar gears. Nicely done. Then we need to make some silver. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. This will get us 2 ingots of silver. This is I wouldn't have thought we'd have got to magmatic dynamo this easily. It does seem a little bit cheaty, doesn't it? Alright, we'll just wait for this lot to melt off. Can't be long. Yeah, it's not long. Not long. We'll just chuck the silver in there. How much iron have we got in there? 10. So we can already tap one of the big boys off. And let that drain off. 17, 16, 15. Grab the iron. Grab the iron. And I think it said 15, didn't it? 15, yeah. We'll tap another one of them off, the big boys. So that'll give us 9. We want... Oh dear. Shouldn't have done that. 10. Get this out of the way before the silver turns up, just in case. 11. I don't think silver mixes with iron. But you never know your luck. And my luck tends to be bad, generally. So we'll attempt, endeavour to make sure that it's clear before the silver turns up. I'm sure it won't be bright red when it gets poured, but we'll see. So it may beat us to it. No, it did. There it is. Silver. Molten silver. Nicely jobbed. Nicely jobbed. We're going to have a power source in no time here. Nice. And I think that's empty now. Yeah, it is. Well, that was a push and a half to success. Successville. I think we nailed that. So we only want one of the silvers, so you can have the other silver. We don't want that much iron, but let's turn these blocks back into ingots, just so we've got like loads of iron knocking around. So we need to turn this into a transmission coil, so we need three knobs of redstone. 1, 2, 3 knobs of redstone. So we go over to a crafting table, and we will go silver, redstone, redstone, drag that out, pop it up there, silver, gear, gear, iron, iron, no, invar, 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 and we got 1 invar left, and we got a magmatic dynamo. Sweet! Wouldn't have thought it'd be that easy. Really would not have thought it would be that easy. Let's bag a bucket of lava, because we can. Yeah, we're definitely going to have experiencing the lava shortages now. Where do I want to put this? Maybe on the side, like that. Then you can just shove loads of power into there. Nice, I like it. So we can basically sieve now with relative ease. I'm going to need to make a crescent hammer to break that dynamo though. That's going to be a pain in the neck. That is going to be a pain in the actual back end. That's probably wasting lava down there, but I wanted to see whether it worked, and it worked. So that's where we went with that. Let's look at the lava problem. The lava crisis. We've got loads of clay, because we made loads of clay. We've got plenty of bones, so we can make bony meal. There we go. And then we can use that to make... Let's use a full stack, shall we? Let's not get half-arsed about this. Porcelain clay, bosh. 62 porcelain clay. And we can use that to make 8 unfired crucibles. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. You can have the... You can't have the bony meal back. Tell you what, you can have the bone meal because I'm feeling generous. I'm feeling frisky and generous. You can have the bone meal back. We've got some smooth stone in there. That's nice. That should fire off all of those 8 nicely. That should be sufficient to fire them all off. So our smeltery is done as a stand-up job there. We have a thing down here that's doing a job of work. So we don't actually need to moderate that at all now. Monitor? Moderate? It's a word in there somewhere. So we can throw the sieve down here. Up against this bad boy. Like that. And then if we put stuff in the autonomous activator, it will sieve it. Obviously we've got nothing to put in there right now. And I think we might need to actually slab up the area around it a bit better so that... Because it's just going to spew stuff out. All it's going to do is going to spew. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Horrible noise, but you know, you get the effect. We don't want that. We literally don't want the spewing. So we're going to have to slab up around it to avoid spewmatozoas of life and stuff. Carefully slab up around it. So we don't fall off the edge either, because that would be embarrassing at this stage. I think if we go out 2 blocks from where we come down the stairs, then we've got options coming down the stairs. And it's good to have options coming downstairs. I always say, if you don't have options coming down the stairs, you've got nothing. It's important to have them there options in life. I do sometimes wish on the Sky Factory and the Sky Block and all of those things that half slabs weren't half slabs. That half slabs weren't the only way to do this job. But needs must. And eventually we're going to end up with full slabs. But for now, it's half slab city down here. And I don't like it. It makes all the machines go floaty like. And that's a little bit weird to me. This is all a bit weird to me. But we'll get past it. We will get past it. So we can now sieve with impunity. If we could pulverize as well, well, that would just be epic. What do we need for a pulverizer? P-U-L. I seriously doubt we'll be able to pull off a pulverizer as well. So we need another piston. 2 copper gears. That's where the challenge is going to be. The 2 copper gears. We've got 13 copper there. We might, you know, we might be able to pull this off. That's going to give us 6, isn't it? It's going to give us 6 copper. What have we got in here? 12. Oh, we got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. That will give us the 8 copper that we need. Do we need more copper than that? I don't think we do. We might need a tin gear. Yeah, we're going to need tin. Tin's going to be the limiting factor on this, but we'll get the copper cooked off. Because we can do. Could you cook off that? No, you're not going to cook that, are you? I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. I made a furry boo-boo. These things happen. You can have that and that. There you go. At some point, we're going to ask this to just chew on cobblestone, and then we're going to make more and 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 more smelteries. That's the plan. It's a simple plan. Effective plan. Did we have any of the... I guess we didn't. Shh. Shh. Don't make noises. Silly thing. It made noises at me. I don't like it when it makes noises at me. It scares me. I get intimidated easily by the machine that makes noises at me. Chucked a bit more cobble in there for making of the lava. But we've got the stuff being made, so that's all good. Look at this. Look at this. Copper heaven we're making here. Copper takes a while to melt. I wouldn't have thought copper took it that long to melt. I mean, aluminium, you need to get that stuff crazy hot, and that melts really quick. So, I don't quite follow the physics of this thing. If there is any. I mean, I've been told off in the past for assigning physics attributes to Minecraft, so maybe we just steer clear of that whole enterprise. So what have we got in here? We've got 8 crucibles. Nice. And I think next time we're here, we're going to deal with these 8 crucibles. We're going to build a nice stone cobblestone region downstairs where we can just crucible with impunity and not worry about things burning. So, from Furry Ears World for now, we're going to go with a little bit of ta-ta.